Welcome to this month's edition of Tea Tasters. Now, very recently we've had a very nice cup of tea with Alison Appleton. Alison Appleton is a ceramicist, she's a tea blogger, and she's a producer of very fine handmade teapots. Now, whilst enjoying our nice cup of tea, we decided to try and make a blend for Alison that would suit differing pots that she created. So successful was the blend, well, Alison liked it anyway, that we thought we'd have a go at Tea Tasters blending this month. So we've got a couple of different teas that we use with Alison to make her finished blend, and we thought we'd like to share some blending experience with you. Now, at Twinings, we are master blenders. We've been blending for over 300 years, and this is most certainly our area of expertise. So let's have a look at our beautiful cup of tea that we had with Alison Appleton. We used black teas, we used 3 origins, and those 3 origins each have unique properties that when added together generates a perfectly profiled blend. We're going to have a look in a bit more detail at each of those, and then we're going to make up the blend. So let's have a look at the first component of our blend that we made with Alison Appleton. We used a Yunnan tea. This is a whole leaf Yunnan. It has a nutty, smooth character with a slight floral tone in there. It's an absolutely fantastic tea to use with blending. And of course, Yunnan, as we've discussed on previous tea tasters, pretty much the birthplace of tea drinking. And in fact, the ethnic people of this region were making tea from as early as the Shang dynasty, so a real classic full-body tea. The second component that we used in our Alison Appleton blend was a Keemun. Now, Keemun is from the Anhui province, and they've been producing tea there since about 1875. Now, Keemun is a well-balanced, velvety, smooth tea with a slightly smoky hint to it, so this is going to be a real good flavour thread, I think, through each of the components that we used in the Alison Appleton blend. Like I say, a lovely red coppery cup. It's going to be really fantastic to use in our blend. The third part of the Alison Appleton blend that we used was a Assam. Now, Assam is the quintessential thick, malty, creamy tea that adds real body to any blend. And you can see the large amount of chunky tips in there, which is suggesting a very high grade of harvesting, or plucking as we say. This is going to add real body, texture and mouthfeel to our blend, and one of my favourite teas. So let's have a go at blending these teas together. Now, if you're at home, you want to have a go at blending, you can do it on a piece of paper, you can use your hands. Alternatively, I like to use a nice clear glass cylinder like this. And of course, when you're blending, it's about being gentle with the teas, blending them gently so they don't fragment and break. So let's have a look at our Alison Appleton blend. We used 2 parts Yunnan, 2 nice heaped spoons in there. We used 2 parts Keemun, and we also used 1 part of our thick, rich, malty Assam. So we've got all those together. I'm going to put my little lid on here, and I'm just going to gently twist that to and fro. And it's great because you can see all the teas really starting to mix up together. It's really exciting. There we go. And when they look equally distributed, all the teas are equally distributed, then your blend is ready for tasting. So we've got our blend now, and we're going to use our Twinings tea tasting crockery. So I'm going to put a nice heaped teaspoon in the mug. I'm going to add water just off the boil, so nice and hot. It's not going to scald the tea. And fill up our crockery. Of course, you can do this at home in your teapot. You can add 1 heaped teaspoon for each 250 to 300 mils of water. If you're using a pot larger than 500 mils, you can add an extra spoon for the pot. We're going to give that 3 minutes, and then we're going to have a taste. Now, at Twinings, we love to hear feedback from our customers, and this month, if you've got any really exciting blends that you've created, we would really love to hear about them. You can post on our Facebook page, Twinings UK, and you can get hold of some of our fantastic range of loose teas at www.twinings.co.uk/shop. So we're really interested to hear about what you, our tea tasters, are blending to make your perfect cup of tea. So 3.5 minutes have passed, and we're gonna have a look at what we've got. The beautiful colour coming from the Keemun gives it a nice red hue. Keemun's known as the burgundy of teas, so it's a pleasure to use Keemun in a blend. And of course, the aroma coming off the Assam gives it a really creamy, punchy, powerful characteristic as well. There's our finished blend, our Alison Appleton blend, and all there is to do now is have a quick taste. So beautiful ruby red colour in the cup, and here we go. Fantastic. The Keeman laces it all together with a smoky base. You've got some nice creamy notes coming from the Assam. And then the super duper star of the show in this particular blend for me is the Yunnan tea. It's kind of nutty and pungent and powerful and brings everything together. It's a really lovely tea. It's a really easy drinker. And if milk and sugar is your thing, then this is going to work really, really well. Alison really enjoyed it, and so too am I. So until next time, happy tea times. Cheers.